We're here, hey everyone, and we've got a great video to start you with. But long-time viewers have known that I'm very much a portable game fan. I'm a fan of Switch. I'm a fan of the Game Boys. Long fan of the Game Boy series. I've had every incarnation, yeah, even the pocket versions. I have multiple Game Boys growing up, and I'm big into the growing portable gaming scene. And one thing I've been talking about for a while, finally came. Look at this. This is the MatMadik RG, MatMadik RG slide. Now, this is a first generation MatMadik device with a sliding function. I've been drooling, salivating, scouring reviews by reputable sources. Shout out to Retro Games. But finally got my own. I will do a video fully unboxing it, playing around, getting my hands on it. But I just wanted to, that premium feel. You know, when you unbox new electronics. Wait. Oh, ASMR.
Oh,
Goodness. We've got, whoop. Felt case covering, a very, very fancy embossed logo envelope with all the paperwork. Just gonna pull the cover off. There's plastic protector. Just give me the. Finally.
oh no!
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, there you see the ring. Okay. This. Get my finger under it. Oh wow, it is chunky. Ooh, that is chunky. I knew it was chunky, to be fair. This is a first generation sliding device, so it's like, you know, they are still working out the kinks. And right from the get-go, everyone goes, oh, this is really, really premium. The screen is 120 hertz. This is a, you know, a top level screen. But
Man, it's like me opening the door in the Matrix.
oh God, yes. There, give me the stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, look at ooh.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Damn
that feels nice. But the screen, because the screen is 120 hertz with full metal backing, it is a little top heavy. Just kind of lean down. If I try to balance it,
It's going down.
it's going. It feels like it's going that way. Not too much. I was a bit overly worried, but hand placement's quite good. It feels very natural. There's enough space, enough give, and because this plays up to GameCube and PS2, you need the control sticks, and you know they feel clicky.
Oh, the sounds nice. How are the shoulder buttons?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, there's enough depth to them. They're not too crammed together. I can differentiate them comfortably. I mean, in the middle of a firefight, if I was playing a shooting game, I might push the wrong button. But average games shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm an RPG Metroidvania guy, so it's just perfect for this. Plus, this is an Android device, meaning that's a touch screen. I could play Android games on this thing, which honestly might be one of the first things I do. Can I turn it on?
The vibration, dude.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't do this right now. We have Nintendo. We've got the Nintendo Indie World Showcase just dropped. It's very good. It's very good. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I wonder what to put the title of the video of the first tease of the video. Title of the video. I don't know. Should we call it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm going to power you down. Okay, I will come back to this. I'm going to be playing this all day. I will do a full comprehensive videos upon it. But for now, just going to put it away. I waited this long. I can wait a little longer.
Oh man, the sound.
Oh.
Flickers up.
That's nice. Right. But I am excited. Apparently, there's some really great upcoming games, and I love these indie showcases. It's great when big companies highlight the third-party games that make or break their products. Share screen, share sound, second screen. Boom! There we are. We are up and running. My friend, let's see what Nintendo has to show for us. I mean, they've been putting out a lot. They did their own, they did a preview showcase thing before.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, give me that. Oh, wait, so
Sure.
I was gonna say, are we pinned? We don't need to be pinned. I'm not sure. I guess
No, we're not pinned. We'll just pop in and out. Yeah, we are kind of a little bit worried about the functions of the camera ever since we did that fantastic interview, which you've been editing. Really, really exciting. Still looks, it looks great, but pinned the camera. It's
tricky.
Hey ho, hey ho.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, we leave you alone. But more about that upcoming. Got some exciting developments. But let's check it out.
Wow.
So I know this game because I played a demo of this for Next Fest. This is the Digger, Mina the Hollower. Yes. Very good. Right, just a quick heads up. We may try and kind of mutter over things. What we'll try and do is watch each trailer and then we'll say our initial thoughts after the trailer rather than during. I say that because I've just stopped the trailer right at the beginning on from the very first. I'm like, bad Danielson, bad gamer Dan. So yes, we've got 15 minutes to get through, but given how excited we get, it sometimes takes a little longer. So we're just gonna watch each trailer in its entirety and then give our thoughts afterwards to try and streamline this process. I apologize in advance when I fail. Hey, let's do this thing. Okay.
Oh my God,
I love this. I really love the game. The game is a little harder than you would think. It's quite brutal, like the classic, Zelda and RPGs of the time. It feels very much like an old Game Boy game, even before the Advance. This is sort of a classic style. And it has that level of difficulty within it. It looks good, but the enemies are tough, they hit hard, and there's not a lot of health. That said, just beautiful. You've got those classic sprites for the environment, and then it pulls out and you've got the beautiful, more modern sprite work telling the story. This is absolutely on my to-buy list. This is near the top of mine. I'll pick it up the moment it drops.
Please, and I think we'd love to see a gameplay. And also, let me say, guys, I mean, you know what? I love this. I'm going to throw in a little bit of a controversial topic at the moment. And I just spotted in the corner this is for the Switch 2 and the Switch, of course. I don't know if any of you've heard the news that Nintendo have been, to the people who are very anti the price of the Switch 2 crowd. Apparently, some retailers are fighting back and they're selling Nintendo Switches cheaper than Nintendo trying to sell them on their eShop, in their stores, $100 cheaper. So it's very interesting how. I mean, I'm happy that the audience for the Switch 1 is still alive and kicking because games like these, I think they're going to reach, with what's going on with the Switch 2, they're going to reach a lot of Switch 1 owners. And you've got to keep that crowd not bittered on the whole, the drop the price controversy of the Switch 2. And while this game is, you know what's funny about this game? It looks like one of those projects that you find on Kickstarter or something. Oh, those that's something you try and make, and Nintendo will try and have a go at them. But this looks like what that a Kickstarter would try and do, crowdfunder, but done efficiently through Nintendo.
Yeah.
Um,
Done well.
Exactly. I'm like, it looks like this is a throwback to the old guard, if you will, the way that you used to get games like these made. It looks
Well,
like
right at the beginning, you got a flash saying this was by the creators of Hollow Knight. That's not Hollow, yeah, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight. I'm thinking of Shovel Knight. They are a company that built a brilliant company, a team that built a brilliant game with from a brilliant company on that nostalgia. Like, it is a very, very classically inspired game, but it has modern world advancements. That's their brand, and they are doing it again. Slightly different style game. Instead of just doing the 2D side scroller, this is this is a more open world RPG affair. But yeah, there is absolutely a market for it, but done well. The attention is paid to it. They put time and care in making the game not only look period accurate, but play well in marrying old aesthetics and old sensibilities with modern advancements. I mean, it's clearly gotten improved. You saw shots of her rappelling, like parkouring her way up massive buildings. You've got bosses that have massive environmental damage attacks. This thing looks and plays great. It takes its cues from the classic older games, so it's trying to court that market. I love what you said about a Kickstarter. Yeah, this absolutely feels like a Kickstarter game. Like a bunch of people going, "Yo, we loved this thing. We want it to come back, but we want it to come back the way it was. We want more of the original rather than a new interpretation." This feels like more of the original. Please, sir, I want some more.
I hope pieces like these are a sign of a return to form. Nintendo has been beloved again with the actually honestly so the presidents of the Reggie Fils-Mayer, the Nintendo America, I always forget the name, Iwate, no not Iwate, the dude who's Nintendo of America who everybody loves. You probably
Reggie Fils-Mayer.
Yeah, no,
Reggie.
the other guy, the Japanese dude, Iwate, you know, the guy with glasses and but that dude. Sorry. He like the guy who took a cut to his salary, like you always like to say when that dude. When Nintendo had that going for it, it was people respected the company even more because Nintendo's the kind of company that would give you a low grade visual compared to the competitors kind of game, low visually, not visually, not extensively graphically brilliant per se. But I mean, as far as being cut state of the art, but true to form too, as in terms of what the nostalgic fans really are craving, giving you something like that, and still being a good game. And when you combine that with good word of mouth, good street cred, as I said, it does well. So in the there's a lot of people who having their in my DMs having their feathers ruffled over the Switch 2 business, but I think at some point it's gonna have to die down. I just want to hear about the games more than corporate nonsense.
I don't think that it's going to. I think this is just the new normal, which is a shame. But yeah, me and the Hollower, as I say, I go back and go look at our Steam Next Fest, our latest Steam Next Fest demos that I did, the videos I did there, because I did Nina the Hollower. I did a demo playthrough of it says the demo available. Yeah, the demo is available on Steam already. I played it. So we've got this on our channel.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, I missed that one. Oh shoot. Okay, after this episode, I'm watching it.
Moving on.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler. We're back to showcase a batch of new indies coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yes.
Yes, man.
Yeah, that's classic Metroidvania. We saw the expansive world, the traversal skill sets, and small tiny animal in big scary world. That art style looks incredible. Do you see that boss? Oh,
This is terrifying.
yeah,
It's like-
look at that. That is terrifying.
It's
Oh,
like the,
yeah.
oh my goodness me! It's like you know the boy in Twilight Princess, the forest boy,
Yeah.
the kid who's he's like a Pinocchio, but he's stuck in the forest, and he's
Oh, Skull Kid.
yeah, Skull Kid, that's it. But he's like Skull Kid gone very, very wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
cursed.
It feels like Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
That kind of exaggerated, warped physicality. But look, I'm excited. We're a cute little bird traversing a terrifying environment, and the humans, which, let's be honest here, if you were a small tiny animal, humans must be inexplicable, like hairless giants who wander around belching smoke and from super devices, and absolutely crazy. Like, how do you comprehend what a human is if you're a small tiny animal? Boom, small tiny. This is how they see us.
exactly. Monsters. I mean, damn, it looks like one of those kids stories where the illustration is really top notch. Like
Yes,
what you
it
see in
is.
one of those-
It's got just like a bit of a Tim Burton-esque lilt to it, and that is right up my street. Give me Tim Burton, Roman Dirge, Jonah Vasquez, any of those artists work. Jonah Vasquez did Invader Zim, Roman Dirge did Lenore, the Little Dead Girl, and Tim Burton did Nightmare Before Christmas. And those kind of exaggerated, kind of warped body, gothic-y feels. Oh, yes, please. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? Right. This is a good one. I'm excited for this. No official title, no official date, just next year. Yeah, that's okay. I'll keep an eye out. I'll, throw then its name on the pile of games that I'm keeping an eye out for. But Top Hat's a good studio.
Oi, eu sou o Pedro, artista e designer do Neverway.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste e experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês. E que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
You ever want to
She
quit
looks
your
like she made
job,
it.
move to a
Pardon?
She looks like she might as well have made the game herself. She had the kind of style to her.
Maybe.
farm and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the composer for FIGS and Hyperlight Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense. Is she alone?
Not at all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routines and story to follow. Befriend, romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat abilities to help you on your journey.
Okay, I might have to give this Immortal Herald thing a whirl.
Answer the call, persist through this deadly
God.
event, engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Oh, only Nintendo Switch, not Nintendo Switch 2. That's
Again,
interesting.
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, maybe they're reading the kind of reading the tea leaves, but it's like it's reading the room and saying maybe the Switch 2's got this kind of people are having this. But yeah, I really think that the whole controversy is it kind of
2 is the future. They're going to move forward with 2. I reckon it's just they're bringing it out for Switch 1 and then almost like an internal exclusivity thing, and then they'll put it on 2 events slowly. Just kind of ceremoniously add it to the full full eShop. But I know cutesy environment meets eldritch horror, pretty common. It does feel like the core gameplay loop isn't going to be exploring the world. It's going to be tending to that farm, a la Stardew Valley. You know, right at the beginning, it's like, hey, I'm here for the farm. It just happens to be that this little island that I'm farming on has cracks that enter into a nether space that's been invaded by an eldritch horror.
That's it. You know, it's pure indie gold in that the stories are. I think even the music, the artwork, the storylines, and the visuals. I thought I already said that, but the music, everything. It screams of like I don't say competition winners, but of like it screams of new raw talent or something. It looks like somebody put the time actually to make a game look as interesting as possible. Sometimes when it comes to the more corporate games, more of the AAA's, they look very they have a kind of standard image. You have to look a certain way. You have to have this majestic music and it's very super clean sheen on the characters. But here it's very gritty and it looks like it's the equivalent of it's like the comic strips that would show up in their newspapers until they get their own show, or Popeye. I think that's the story of Popeye.
Boondocks, Garfield, Family Circus stuff.
Exactly that. It feels that way, and it looks like it's the beginning of something bigger. If this became like bigger and like Nintendo would say we want to
push it,
it'll start to look a bit samey.
I disagree with you. I think that it doesn't look samey. It looks formulaic. I mean, they literally from the beginning they highlighted, oh, we've got the visual creator from Celeste, we've got the audio guy from FIGS and Half-Life, Starlight Drifter, and these are reputable, popular, games with great responses. So just like Chrono Trigger was a combination of 2 Final Fantasy workers and Akira Toriyama, and it was like a collaboration between high-level director, high-level artist, high-level music guy to create what is arguably possibly one of the greatest, easily top 5 greatest RPGs, not even JRPGs, just RPGs of all time. Even to this day, it still holds up. This feels like, well, that's what they're trying to capture lightning in a bottle by putting all the best materials out there. So we've got, but it does feel a little bit formulaic. It's like, oh, what indie games have been successful over the past 20 years? Stardew Valley. So, okay, we're going to an isolated place with quirky locals, farming. What else has been popular? Okay, Undertale. So there's a secret world that we have to go through with quirky characters that have extra quests. Okay, what else is quite good? Horror. Oh wow, well, turns out this secret world we go to is controlled by an eldritch monster with extra monsters we have to do. And if you make relationships with the people by obviously giving them a gift and farming, you get special abilities in the extra space. This just almost feels like, yeah, you've put the aspects of some of the best games, the most popular games from the indie scene, and gone paint by numbers. Like, hey, if we just did this and this is the formula for a successful game. That said, as I said with my analogy, they did the same thing decades ago with high quality director, high quality artist, high quality music guy, and we got one of the best games of all time. So there's something to following the formula, you know? It's great, you know, sometimes you want to jazz it, you want to go off beat and go crazy. But other times, just follow the script. You know, that's what people want. And this could be, I think this is going to be a good game regardless. Whether it's going to be groundbreaking, I doubt. But whether it's high quality, yeah, that remains to be seen. But I think this is going to be good. Whether or not it's going to be great is the question for me. I think, yeah, this is one to look out for, but it's not going to be surprising because everything in it feels like we've done it before. It's just we're doing it maybe better here.
Yeah, maybe I'm just noticing the skill level, and I think sometimes I've seen like people do. It's like doing a cover song. You know, you've heard the same song, maybe covered by a bunch of people, but just when you're listening to how this person does what's been done before, as best as they can, you're noticing all that's unique about them. Now, again, these people are doing something that's been done before, but at the same time, I don't know what it is. It's just. I think it's because I've been looking at so many standard Nintendo stuff so long.
Well, it's not Nintendo. Remember, this is an indie showcase. These are independent companies. This is independent developers. This is out of Sloth Cold Blood. It's just being presented by Nintendo. That said, you know, it's funny you mentioned, you know, you've heard so many covers, so many reiterations of songs. You get kind of, and then occasionally one will come along and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And it injects new energy into it. I was thinking when I was young, Elvis Presley's Littlest Conversation had a remix, like a bit of a dance track version to it. And all of a sudden that song was everywhere. You know, people weren't just like, oh, that's Elvis. They were like, oh no, this is a great song. You've used Elvis, but you've added your own elements and chart topper, my baby. You know, maybe this could be a chart topper using existing material, sampled but done well. Hell, Fatboy Slim, like how much of his stuff is his own?
Yeah, man.
I mean, shit. One of his best tracks, he uses quotes from Dune. Walk without rhythm, and you won't attract the worm. Right, moving along.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you move on. Perfect. Yes.
From the publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield your staff to guide the calicorns and join their exhilarating stampedes.
Embark on a tale of trust and survival when Herdling climbs onto Nintendo Switch August 21st.
Oh wow, soon, like next week.
My God, I mean, you know something about this game is that this looks like Twilight Princess when Link was having to herd those goats. Yeah, someone trying to escape the. Yeah.
Right at the beginning when you were establishing like characterization, which I do think really lent itself well to the emotional beats of that game because you put so much time into just kind of finding a cat, herding some goats, getting comfortable with like, hey, this is regular life. That when they get attacked and everything changed, you feel like you actually lost something, which is good because a lot of games just jump into the terror. But this feels like bargain basement Last Guardian. Like, I don't think those animals are going to have the kind of programming required of an actual animal. They're just going to do as they're told. That said, it feels very much like a little bit of The Last Guardian. You've got to guide the animals and journey, just traversing a beautiful landscape. You know, it's not going to be too difficult. It's just time consuming, but that gives you time to kind of wander around. I'm also getting a little bit of not The Last Guardian. What's the one where you go around killing the giant Colossus? Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, yes.
Where where it's a dead world, it's empty. There are only these colossi in them, and you spend half of the game just getting to them, experiencing like the vastness of the world, and then set pieces where you fight these giant monsters. And this feels like this. Like the aim of the game is. It's by the people of Firewatch, a walking simulator. So the aim of the game is just to get from place A to place B, pushing these animals forward. There aren't going to be that many great traps or tricks or challenges, because that's not what it's about. This is more a contemplative game. You're a herder. You're not a battler. You're not. So, but still, looks good. I know.
I'm thinking. You know what's funny? This game needs. It could vanish. If the game could be so fun that people want more, but it could vanish if the lack of identity works against it. Like this, look at Abe's Exodus, right? Or Abe's Odyssey, with the nothings that you have to guide. You have Abe. Hello, I'm Abe. That kind of creature, and it's and it's very, very memorable. But so far, I don't even know what the guy looks like exactly. I don't know what the guy looks like. He's got a hoodie on all the time. Those creatures, as you say, don't really have a personality. They're just followers like lemmings, and you have to just play. It could be forgotten if this doesn't have something of an icon. There's nothing there other than the colors or the shapes of the creatures.
Trouble is that to give it an identity, you'd have to give the animals more personality. You'd have to make them feel more natural, and that's layering complex game systems upon one another. This is an indie game, buddy. This is an independent company, so just getting them from point A to point B is a victory. I mean, ideally, if they had the money, the time, the resources, you could have younglings be more spry, more likely to run. Then you could train them, and as they get a little bit older, over a this could be a period of months, traversing a great distance. So you literally farm these animals. They have babies, and then they have to teach the babies the skills required to traverse through it. So you start off with one, it becomes the elder of the pack that's able to help you with those crazy magic doors. You teach other younglings how those skills. So eventually you're stacking multiple of these creatures, getting them to coordinate together. Also, defensive measures. They saw those giant owl things. Maybe you could teach them to circle up. The elders protecting the young. But I don't expect that level of complexity. You can't expect that from their first outing. If it's successful, if there's enough interest, maybe a sequel. They flesh out the creatures themselves, give them more depth. We've seen it before with other games, where they add layering complexity to the systems. But again, I just think it's cute. I think this is more of a contemplative, relaxing, walking game. You're not fighting these things. They're not running off in different directions. You point your stick and go there, and then a trail of flowers comes forward, and then they just follow that path. It's just an ongoing thing. You're constantly layering the next part of the path over. I was more interested right at the beginning when you walked across an actual bridge, and I saw a car, or at least I saw something moving quickly in the distance, and I thought, is this post-apocalyptic? Is this... Because we're seeing magic, or at least animals able to affect the world with the golden shimmering door lock, and yet they're crossing concrete stone bridges. They're leaving a city with cars. Artistic disconnect. What the hell's going on here? Interesting. Right, we've got 5 minutes for the next one. Let's watch the next video.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Window seat or aisle?
Window. Booth or table?
Booth. Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of people according to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play Seating Matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them into social situations and watching them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken? Launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
I like that. That's cute. Simple, basic, not a complex system, but it doesn't have to be. It's cute, it's very reactive, and it's just a matter of putting things in the right place, which I've got to say, scratches that OCD in me. Everything in its place and a place for everything. Ooh, yeah, and it's, cute, just nice and simple.
It sounds like it could be the name of a rom-com or something.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a wedding coordinator, and she accidentally mismatches and puts the wrong guy next to herself, and all of a sudden sparks fly. Coming soon. Yeah, absolutely. It's cute. I kind of like that. I would happily pick that up and use it as a palate cleanser between larger games. Like, I just put it on my. I'd want to put it on my phone. I just play it on the bus. Again on Switch and not Switch 2.
That's something. There's really something going on right now with the whole Switch.
To be fair, indie games are they're never quite difficult. They've got a bit of a reputation of being very simple experiences. Maybe some of them are 3D, most of them are 2D, and they're not deep because they are smaller companies. They're the games that get people into bigger things. Like indie game Celeste became popular. Now we've got the Neverwhere. If that's bigger, because they're using the workers from other indie games, they will then get picked up by a bigger company, or their company becomes bigger. That's how we start. So yeah, EA started with, I think did EA do Lemmings?
Yeah, did it? No,
I can't remember. But I remember EA starting off with like smaller artsy games. EA is supposed to mean electronic arts. They wanted to make experiences, and now look at them. Giant juggernaut assholes. Just corporate execs. That's what I meant.
Yeah, like Bowser. He's from EA, in case you didn't know, everyone.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's from Bowser. He's from Nintendo. He's from EA. Good grief, but yeah, that's why.
Fudging brownies. That might explain why I'm not liking the moves that Nintendo's making. Right, we are about to run out of time for our part one, so we'll be back with part two. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in part two shortly. Stay tuned. Tell you what, in the comments, what companies have you what corporate companies got too big for their own sake? They could have blew out of proportions. EA, small, artsy, hard-working, now corporate juggernaut. Don't like them. What companies do you not like because they got too big for their britches? They forgot where they came from. They forgot their roots.
Good question. I'll leave a comment.
Like, share, and subscribe. Right, with part two shortly. Peace.
Yep.